New season, new month, it's September. There are a lot of good decks with the new meta. Let's go through them one by one and see which decks you can use to crush your opponents. First deck for September 2025, Royal Giant with Vine Spell. Push your Royal Giant with the backup of Wizard and Electro Spirit. When your opponent drops something, drop Rage on them. Rage will decrease their health. Then, if your opponent drops something again like Troops or Defense, use the new Vine Spell. Vine Spell will really work on them in the best way, and your Royal Giant will reach the tower. Don't forget you have Monk. Push your Royal Giant with Monk too. When they are near the tower, use Monk's ability. If your opponent throws anything, you know what will happen. And if the opponent's tower hits the Monk, it will reflect a lot and decrease its health. Overall, I can give this deck Defense, 7 out of 10. Attacking, 6 out of 10. Synergy, 6.5 out of 10. Easy to use, 5 out of 10. Overall, 6 out of 10. Second deck, this one is with Furnace, Zap, Ram Rider, Boss Bandit, Spirit Empress, Vine Spell, Goblin Verse, and Skeletons. Start with Furnace. It will keep spawning fire spirits and disturb your opponent all the time. Now push your Ram Rider with backup of Spirit Empress or Boss Bandit. Both can deal huge pressure. If your opponent drops any troop or defense, instantly use Vine Spell. It will hold them, and your Ram Rider will connect easily. Zap is always for small swarms like skeletons, goblins, bats. Now watch Goblin Verse. It's the best surprise card. Just drop it on any troop, and it will create more goblins for you. This card can turn defense into counter push instantly. Skeletons are cheap cycle troop. Don't underestimate. They can save your tower many times. For defense, you already have Ram Rider to stop hogs or tanks. Furnace for distraction, Spirit Empress plus Skeletons or Boss Bandit to clean pushes. Overall, I can give this deck Defense, 8 out of 10. Attacking, 7.5 out of 10. Synergy, 7 out of 10. Easy to use, 6 out of 10. Overall, 7 out of 10. Third deck for September 2025. This one is with Goblin Giant, Furnace, Goblin Machine, Prince, Fisherman, Vine Spell, Goblin Curse, and Rage. Start your push with Goblin Giant in the back and support him with Goblin Machine or Prince behind. If opponent tries to defend heavy, you can throw Rage. Rage will make your push crazy fast and harder to stop. Furnace is again solid support, keeps spawning fire spirits, and slowly chips damage. Fisherman is your control card. Pull tanks or dangerous troops straight to the middle and kill them with Prince or Goblin Machine. Vine Spell is perfect when your opponent drops defense or swarm. It locks them and gives free way for your Goblin Giant to reach the tower. Goblin Curse is another dangerous card. Just drop it on their defense troops and watch it turn against them, helping your push. Defensively, you're safe with Prince for tanks, Furnace for swarms, Fisherman for pulling wind conditions, and Goblin Machine to chip flying units. Overall, I can give this deck Defense, 7.5 out of 10. Attacking, 8 out of 10. Synergy, 7.5 out of 10. Easy to use, 6 out of 10. Overall, 7.5 out of 10. Fourth deck for September 2025. Goblin Giant, P.E.K.K.A, Goblin Machine, Fisherman, Vine Spell, Goblin Curse, and Rage. This one is a real heavy hitter deck. Start your push with Goblin Giant in the back, and behind him place Goblin Machine or even P.E.K.K.A if you want a deadly combo. When the push is near the bridge, drop Rage. Your Goblin Giant will reach tower way faster, and the support behind him will shred anything. P.E.K.K.A here is your main defensive weapon. Use her against tanks like Golem, Giant, or Royal Giant, and then turn that defense into a counter push with Goblin Giant or Fisherman. Fisherman will keep pulling enemy win conditions to the middle, making them easier for P.E.K.K.A or Goblin Machine to destroy. Vine Spell is a game changer in this deck. If opponent sets up a defense, lock them with Vine, and your Goblin Giant walks straight to tower. Goblin Curse is another brutal option. Throw it on enemy troops and they will fight for you, making pushes unstoppable. So defense is solid, attack is heavy, and synergy is all about turning defense into a deadly counter push. Overall ratings. Defense, 8 out of 10. Attacking, 8.5 out of 10. Synergy, 7.5 out of 10. Easy to use, 5.5 out of 10. Overall, 7.5 out of 10. Deck number 5. Bomber, Skeletons, Royal Hogs, Skeleton Giant, Golden Knight, Fisherman, Vine Spell. You can play this deck in 2 ways. First way is just push your Royal Hogs, whether it's splitting in the middle of the bridge or just drop the Royal Hogs at the bridge. For backup, use Bomber for Swarm, or yeah, you can use Golden Knight too. And don't forget the Spirit Empress. Second way is Skeleton Giant plus Royal Hogs, and while you pushing use Vine Spell, you can show the disaster with this synergy. For defense, you have Spirit Empress, Skeletons, and yeah, Fishermen for pulling any troops. Overall ratings: defense, 7 out of 10. Attacking, 7 out of 10. Synergy, 7 out of 10. Easy to use, 6 out of 10. Overall, 6.5 out of 10. Deck number 6. Goblin Giant, P.E.K.K.A, Goblinstein, Fisherman, Vine Spell, Arrows, Skeleton's Rage. This deck is pure destruction if you play it right. First way is push your Goblin Giant with backup of Goblinstein, then drop Rage on them. If opponent drops any swarm, just use Arrows or Vine Spell, and you will see your Goblin Giant smashing through to the tower. Second way is P.E.K.K.A push. Drop your P.E.K.K.A at the back, build up Elixir, then support with Goblin Giant in front. Now if opponent tries to defend with Swarm or Building use Vine Spell plus Rage combo, the push will be unstoppable. For defense, you got P.E.K.K.A as tank killer, Fisherman to pull, Skeletons for cycle and defense, and Arrows for swarm. Overall ratings: defense, 8 out of 10. Attacking, 8 out of 10. Synergy, 7.5 out of 10. Easy to use, 6 out of 10. Overall, 7.5 out of 10. Deck number 7. Mega Knight, Furnace, Spirit Empress, Ram Rider, Berserker, Fireball, Electro Spirit, Zap. This deck is insane if you know how to use it. First way is to drop your Furnace for pressure, then build up Elixir and push with Mega Knight plus Ram Rider combo. Ram Rider slows down enemy troops and buildings while Mega Knight smashes everything on the ground. If your opponent tries to swarm, use Fireball or Zap instantly. Second way is to push with Spirit Empress plus Berserker behind Mega Knight. Spirit Empress clears swarms, Berserker hits really hard, and if the opponent throws the defensive troops, just Fireball them and keep your push alive. For defense, you already got Electro Spirit for stun, Zap for quick cycle, Furnace for constant chip and distraction, Mega Knight for counter push, and Berserker for shredding down heavy tanks when they come at you. Overall ratings: defense, 8 out of 10. Attacking, 8 out of 10. Synergy, 7.5 out of 10. Easy to use, 7 out of 10. Overall, 7.5 out of 10. Deck number 8. Golem, Furnace, Lumberjack, Spirit Empress, Berserker, Lightning, Minions, Barbarian Barrel. Simple. Look, you only play this deck when it's 2 bikes Elixir time in your game, because that's when it really shines. You have to push Golem plus Furnace, Lumberjack plus Spirit Empress all together. First, drop your Golem behind the King Tower. Let your Elixir fill up, then place your Furnace close behind the Golem. After that, drop your Lumberjack and Spirit Empress. Now tell me, who the hell can stop you? And don't forget, you also have Lightning to punish even harder. Berserker here plays the role of a brutal cleanup unit. He rips apart troops trying to counter your push. If your opponent throws in mini-tanks or swarms, Berserker goes full Psycho mode and clears the way for your Golem. To be honest, defending with Spirit Empress, Berserker, and Minions is a little tough in this deck, but for pushing, it's literally a beast. Overall ratings: defense, 4 out of 10. Attacking, 9.5 out of 10. Synergy, 7 out of 10. Easy to use, 5 out of 10. Overall, 6.5 out of 10. Deck number 9. Lumberjack, Witch, Giant, Prince, Spirit Empress, Goblin Curse Spell, Bomber, Rage. This one is pure chaos. You gotta push your Giant with Witch and Bomber behind. Then drop Prince on the bridge with Rage to speed everything up. Lumberjack adds Rage when he dies, so it's double trouble. Spirit Empress clears out any swarms easily, and if your opponent drops tanks or heavy troops, just use Goblin Curse Spell on them. It will ruin their push and give you goblins for counter. For defense, you already have Witch spawning skeletons non-stop, Bomber to clear swarm, Spirit Empress to burn anything, and Prince plus Lumberjack for tanks. Rage makes this deck crazy fast, so your pushes keep coming. Overall ratings: defense, 7 out of 10. Attacking, 8.5 out of 10. Synergy, 8 out of 10. Easy to use, 7 out of 10. Overall, 7.5 out of 10. Deck number 10. Mortar, Bats, Spirit Empress, Miner, Skeleton King, Arrows, Ice Wizard, Goblin Gang. This deck is all about chip and control. First way is you drop Mortar at the bridge with Miner to tank for it, then back it up with Bats or Goblin Gang. Spirit Empress makes it even harder for opponent to clear because she burns swarms. If opponent tries to counter with troops, just arrows them instantly. Second way is to play defensively with Ice Wizard plus Skeleton King plus Goblin Gang. Skeleton King with ability becomes a mini tank, and if you save his souls, he spawns a full wave of skeletons to overwhelm. Once you defend, counter push with Miner plus Mortar, while Bats or Spirit Empress clean everything. For defense, you already have Ice Wizard for slow, Goblin Gang and Bats for cheap defense, Skeleton King for tanking, and Spirit Empress for clearing. Mortar can even be used defensively if needed against tanks. Overall ratings: Defense, 7.5 out of 10. Attacking, 7.5 out of 10. Synergy, 8 out of 10. Easy to use, 7 out of 10. Overall, 7.5 out of 10. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe EWC Gaming for more decks and strategies.